Hello, hello. How are y'all doing tonight? Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you for a response. Welcome to the 16th annual elevator pitch competition. And I'm looking out here, and some of you were like 2 years old when this started, so that doesn't make us feel old at all. But welcome, welcome. My name's Yvonne English. I'm the Executive Director and Entrepreneur in Residence of the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation here at Grove City College. And you'll see from tonight's competition, we're here to serve students of all majors. So wherever you land, wherever God calls you, we are going to equip you with innovation skills and entrepreneurial skills that will help you with your calling. You don't have to be an entrepreneurship major, and you're going to see that actually tonight. So I wanted to, especially for my competitors and anyone out here who has an idea for a venture, we are here to support you with programs as well as competitions. And one of our signature programs is called Venture Lab. Applications are due this Friday, and you just have to have an idea, the seed of an idea. You don't have to have it proven out. You don't have to have a prototype. We help you with all of that, with mentoring, coaching, funding, and resources. So if you're interested in possibly exploring an idea, you can check it out. It's on our website, gccentreprenurship.com, in programs, or you can, of course, scan the QR code. But it's an amazing opportunity to be able to test an idea, see if anything's there with the full safety net and the support of E&I. For those of you who have businesses on campus already, and there are several of you, we have a new program that we're announcing called Venture Launch. And it's very similar to Venture Lab with all of that type of support, but it's for those of you who want to take your businesses to the next level. So if you're interested in that, please see one of us or visit our website. We don't have it live in the menu yet, but it's going live soon, right? And we'd love to talk to you and support you in all of your entrepreneurial ventures. So now I have an announcement before we get started. And some of you know Logan Hammerschmidt here from my team. He is our marketing and outreach coordinator, and his role is going to be expanding this spring. Actually, we're starting tonight, basically. And he's going to be the E&I campus director. So a lot of these events are now going to fall in Logan's domain. And so tonight he will be our esteemed MC. So welcome to the stage, and please help me in welcoming Logan to his new position.
All right. Thank you, everybody. I feel like I need walk-up music or something like that to get everybody pumped up. But so I'm Logan Hammerschmidt, the campus director for the Center for E&I, and I'm really excited to have you all here. So first I want to talk a little bit about where we've come from last year to this year. So last year we had 130 participants in the elevator pitch comp. This year we're up to 156, and the top 10% of them sit before you tonight ready to pitch their ideas to you. We have some great pitches, and I'm really excited to see them and we also had participants from 30 different majors this year, which is up from, I believe, 23 last year. So we have some special guests. Welcome to Delaware County Christian School. We're very excited to have you guys here, and you can wave, do whatever you need to, yeah. Welcome. Hopefully we'll see some of you again soon. To get to this point, we had the assistance of 69 reviewers in round 2. All of these people gave a couple hours of their time to review these pitches and determine which one should move on to the finals. So thank you all for participating in that round 2 if you see your name up here. Now, we wouldn't be here without our sponsors and our generous sponsors. We have Beans on Broad and the Grove City Foundation, an affiliate of the the Community Foundation. We actually have in our audience Kyle English, the Executive Director of the Community Center. So thank you, Kyle, for being here. And thank you as well to our esteemed panel of judges. So today with us we have Tim Daigle, Carissa Habsburg, and yes, you can wave as well, and we have Brian Gongware. So thank you all for being here. These are contestants. These are the people who are going to decide your fate tonight. And we also have, from the Grove City Foundation, Doreen Powell. Doreen, thank you so much for being here. She will be announcing the Social Impact Prize, a special prize awarded to a social team deemed to have the greatest impact on the local community. And you all have a role to play as well. So everyone in the audience, including those at home, will have a chance to text for fan favorite. That's going to happen a little bit later. We'll explain how that's going to work after all the competitors have gone up. But you will text to vote. So be sure to think about who you want to vote for at the end of the competition. So there's two categories. We have social and commercial enterprise categories. They're a little bit different. Sometimes there's a little bit of overlap, but you'll see the difference in them when you see the pitches. Each of these competitors has 2 minutes each to convince these judges that they should give them a second meeting. We're really excited to see what you guys have, so without further ado, we're going to roll right into social enterprise. So if I could have my first contestant come on up, we'll get started. We can give it up for them.
Okay. All right. Hello, my name is Ben Lockwood, and my company is Adopt a Golfer. The problem that my company is trying to solve is that golf is not accessible for everybody today. Specifically, for children living in inner cities or underserved communities, they don't have the access or resources of funding to start to learn the sport of golf. Buying clubs, paying for lessons, and paying for greens fees are expensive things that not every family can afford. So my solution is Adopt a Golfer. This nonprofit model allows for passionate golfers or families to be able to sponsor and mentor a child in their area who wants to learn to golf but doesn't have the means to do so. These sponsors will sign up on our website and be able to select between a variety of categories depending on their budget. Our base package will cover the cost of club rentals and driving range fees, while a higher package will cover the cost of things like lessons, greens fees, or even a brand new set of clubs for their golfer. Then after this, our sponsors will get connected with a golfer in their area who we will coordinate transportation to get to a local golf course to meet up with their sponsor. At this point, we'll use the funds from the sponsor to take care of all the cost and logistics of the day, so the two can have a fun day of golf and fellowship. Golf has always been a huge part of my life. From the time I could walk, my grandfather was teaching me to golf, and for years afterwards, we'd spend hours at the golf course, at the driving range, or even just watching golf on TV. Adopt a Golfer gives this opportunity for a passionate golfer to be able to grow the sport of golf while also pouring into a new generation of golfers who wouldn't have the chance to learn otherwise. I want this for everybody. Adopt a Golfer gives the opportunity for anybody in the world to learn the sport of golf and grow the game of golf. And Adopt a Golfer gives this chance for everybody. Thank you.
You can stand up there, but you see Emma? You're just going to look for her to tell you when to start. So whenever you feel comfortable, you can go stand up. Yep. Just smile at it.
Hello, my name is Elma Derry, and today I will be talking to you about my idea, Safety Net. To explain what Safety Net is, I kind of have to start with how I came up with the idea. I am a runner, and I love running. However, my running form is atrocious. If you've seen the show Friends, I kind of look like Phoebe Buffay. So, because of this, I have been shamed into running at night. And as great as that is, it's not the safest thing in the world. I'm always scared that I will fall and hurt myself, or something worse than that could happen. This is where Safety Net would come in. So the way it works is, before you go out and do something, you set a pre-itinerary. For example, I'm planning on going to dinner at 7 p.m. I'm going to leave by around 8:30, get home by 9. At each of those times, I will check into the app and say, all right, I'm okay, I'm safe, all good. However, if I miss a checkpoint, a direct message, an automated message will be sent to a friend, a family member, a safety buddy. It will send both your last known location and just a text saying, hey, check in on your friend. I intended on using this for running. However, it has so many purposes. Maybe you have an elderly parent, right? And they're driving around, you're worried about them. Or maybe you have an online date and it's not exactly the safest thing to do, but you still want to try it. I intended on doing this as a subscription, right? $1.99 a month, and then raising the price if it's successful. Not everything in life is safe, but next time you fall, let safety net be there to catch you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mara Brack, and my idea is Rare Finds, an e-commerce, consumer-to-consumer global marketplace catered specifically towards petite women. You see, I was born in Guatemala, so Guatemalan women have earned the title of having the shortest average adult height worldwide, so my adult height of 4'10" didn't really come as a surprise to me. Unfortunately, that means that I and many petite women across the world have had to spend a fortune on alterations just to make clothes fit. Having to roll up half the length of my jeans just to walk out of the dressing room makes shopping quite an experience. In high school, I had to cut a foot off of my prom dress. Prom dresses are generally made for models that are 5'10", so seeing as I'm a foot shorter than that, drastic alterations were in order. About 40% of the women in the United States are petite, 5'3" and under, and yet the fashion industry pays little attention to them. That's where Rare Finds comes in. Petite women will be able to access multiple popular brands as well as find new ones without having to scour the internet to do so. The Rare Finds makes it easier to find petite clothing all in one place. I would primarily partner with small businesses and influencers who have started petite clothing lines across various social media platforms. My business model is based on a model of affiliate relationships with small businesses and influencers who have started boutique apparel labels specialized with petite clothing. Starting costs would be minimal as website development, which I have experience in, as well as commissions to influencers who have based on their traffic to the website. Proceeds from use of my website would go to an orphanage in Guatemala called Hogar de Niños Fatima. When I had my quinceañera, I donated all of my gift money to an orphanage in Guatemala. Someday, I hope to be able to donate quinceañera dresses to girls who would not be able to experience that magical moment otherwise. Small actions can make a big difference. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mary Golias, and I am a freshman design and innovation major, and I have a passion for art and evangelism. Over the last few years, I've been able to participate in a number of mission trips where I've been able to teach kids about art and about Jesus. These experiences have also shown me that many of these kids go home to poor living conditions, broken homes, and no easy way to express themselves. This is where my social enterprise, Art on Wheels, comes in. Art on Wheels takes old school buses and transforms them into mobile art studios. These art studios can travel all across the country and teach kids simple and effective ways to express themselves through art. Unlike other organizations that impact their communities through art, Art on Wheels is able to travel wherever we want and stay at any location for any length of time we want. These art projects also incorporate biblical truths into the projects and we teach the kids how they relate to their lives. Art on Wheels is a nonprofit and for-profit organization where we gather funding from classes that students who can afford it pay for, and this then goes towards the students who cannot afford classes. Art on Wheels costs about $12,000 to start up, with $5,000 going towards a used school bus, an additional $5,000 going towards the renovations, and $2,000 going towards the initial art supplies. With enough funding, I will buy more buses and build my own team of art enthusiasts who love to share about Jesus. Join me today, and we can begin creating and cultivating with the next generation. Thank you.
Nobody likes to be lied to. I know I don't, and you probably don't either. Hi, my name is Rachel, and my business idea is called Revelair. Revelair is a virtual app which exposes greenwashing. What is greenwashing? Well, greenwashing is when a company makes a false claim about itself or its products to make it seem more environmentally friendly than it actually is. Why is this a problem? Well, harmful products are being marketed as being environmentally friendly, so people buy them and think they're making the world a better place for posterity. But they're not. An example of this would be electric cars. Electric cars supposedly have a more environmentally friendly fuel source than gasoline cars, but where do you think the electricity comes from? Burned fossil fuels. But greenwashing isn't just about products either. According to the Straits Times, 2/3 of companies were found using social media to boost the public's opinion of them through greenwashing. Also, according to the Straits Times, this number has been steadily increasing over the last decade. I am deeply disturbed by how bad greenwashing has gotten. So that's why I decided to start Revelair. Revelair will be a free app which rates like companies and product claims of being environmentally friendly and then judges the claim on how accurate it is. All ratings and data collected will be available on the app, as well as recommendations for environmentally friendly products that can be used instead. It is through these affiliate products and ads for environmentally friendly products that Revelair will sustain itself. On top of that, they can help connect companies to consulting services if they want to become more environmentally friendly. I want you to join me in clearing the greenwash lies off your site. Thank you.
I think this thing's working. Oh yeah, there it is. My name is Luke Manzel, and my idea is the Book and Bullet Foundation. Recently, Outdoor Life released an article talking about the declining hunting population. They look back at 1982 with 17 million hunters in the population. You fast forward to 2016, and that number's down to 11.6 million hunters, which is actually less than 4% of the national population. Even more scary, over 1/3 of that population is your baby boomers. So this raises a huge concern in the conservation world of not enough hunters or predators to regulate the growing deer population. Let's take New Jersey, for example. 27 farmers reported $1.3 million in crop damages, and the New Jersey Farm Bureau estimates 60 to 239 deer per square mile throughout the state. Originally, the Book and Bullet Foundation would partner with the PA Game Commission to gain access to all the resources for teaching hunter safety education. To keep game wardens in the field, we would send experienced individuals to be trained by the Game Commission that would become certified hunter safety instructors. Last year alone, the PA Game Commission allocated $6.5 million to education and information centers. So, in a partnership, I would receive funding directly from the Game Commission as an education and information hub. Next, we would go alongside the colleges to create a class that allows college students to become certified and get credit for their major. Finally, our members would be able to take out these college kids on real-life experiences in the woods. Game Commission data shows that actually hunting injuries and fatalities from firearms declined by 80% since 1959. So this proves that hunter safety education actually does work. Join me as the Book and Bullet Foundation educates and influences the next generation in the field of hunting safely. Thank you.
My name is Aiden Gutierrez, and I'm the founder of Gunslingers. Let's picture that you're an athlete that plays football, specifically the quarterback position. Now I want you to imagine all of the stress that comes with playing the position. All eyes are on you through the entirety of the game, and the ball is in your hands literally on every single snap. Now let's say that in understanding that amount of stress, you want to train to become a better quarterback. You start to do some research, and you find that there are thousands of trainers out there telling you to do thousands of different things. Now, if you're like me at one point in my life, you are now much more confused than you were when you started this process. So what if there was a way for quarterbacks to go to one source for all of their training needs? And what if that one source had content produced by the best quarterbacks in the world? Well, that's where Gunslingers comes into play. Gunslingers is an app that allows quarterbacks to go to one source for all of their training needs. By paying a small subscription fee, these athletes have access to a vast library of content ranging from on-field mechanics, from film study, even weightlifting programs. And the best part of Gunslingers is that this content is being produced by NFL and NCAA Division I quarterbacks, the best in the world. Now, Gunslingers doesn't only benefit the young athletes that are going to use the app, but all college quarterbacks that want to partner with Gunslingers will be able to compensate from name, image, and likeness opportunities. It's the best of both worlds. So, let's say that you want to watch film with NFL great Tom Brady. Well, download Gunslingers. And let's say that you want to have the same arm mechanics and footwork as Ohio State quarterback C.J. Stroud. Download Gunslingers. And let's say that you want to have the same weightlifting program as Heisman-winning trophy quarterback Bryce Young from the Alabama Crimson Tide. You know the drill. Download Gunslingers. Gunslingers, turning today's young stars into the next generation of gunslingers.
Hi, my name is Jacob, and my product is Stradivari tuning. Antonio Stradivari is one of the most famous makers of classical instruments of all time, with his surviving strings being hallmarks of skill and craftsmanship. My product will evoke the same quality of a Stradivari instrument in every musician, helping them to hone their natural aptitude for making music. A Stradivari tuner consists of a pickup and transmitter designed to best capture the natural resonance of a string instrument. An advantage of this is that the recording will be absent of outside noise. It will only capture the vibrations of the instrument, leaving a pure and unfiltered sound. Once recorded, computer software will be able to analyze the audio to give detailed feedback on aspects of playing, such as intonation, tempo, dynamics, and more. With a price tag of around $750, the product will either be able to be sold directly or worked with a combination of an instrumental rental plan in order to accommodate the needs of any student musician. Above all, I wish to help every musician sound like Stradivari. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah Welker, and my product is Made Free. When I was 10 years old, I had my first anaphylactic reaction. This was one of the scariest experiences of my life. I had no idea what was going on. All of a sudden, my throat started to close and I was struggling to breathe. I didn't have an EpiPen and I didn't know what to do. Did you know there is currently only one protein bar on the market that is made free from the top 9 allergens? And it's not very good. The top 9 allergens are dairy, wheat, soy, peanuts, tree nuts, fish, shellfish, eggs, and sesame. The protein bar market in 2020 was worth $2.54 billion US, and in 2021 it grew to $2.61 billion US. It's hard to believe that people with allergies hardly fit into this market. It has been incredibly frustrating to try to find a safe and nutritious snack that I can eat. Made Free would provide people with allergies with a nutritious snack that they otherwise wouldn't have. Most allergy-safe snacks do not have a high protein content. These snacks are carbohydrate heavy, leaving the customer hungry not soon after eating them. Made Free would provide the customer with a longer lasting sense of energy and fullness because of its protein content. Made Free would use plant-based sources from peas and pumpkin seeds. Many other companies are already using plant-based sources for protein. However, none of them are using them to create protein bars. Made Free would be one of the first. Made Free would also use dates, honey, monk fruit, and dried fruit as sweeteners, keeping our protein bars allergy-friendly and tasty. The target market for Made Free would be people ages 18 to 40 that have food allergies and sensitivities. These people would also have a particular interest in physical fitness and healthy living. Having an anaphylactic reaction is life-threatening, and people with allergies should not have to live with this fear when they are simply trying to eat well and stay nourished. So join me and make a commitment to Made Free, because no one else is doing it.
Hello, my name is Nick Heltzel and my product is Breathe Easy. As an athlete all my life, I have suffered from severe asthma while competing in sports. My brother and I were diagnosed with severe asthma at a very young age, and we had no idea how much of an impact it would have on our lives. Running on and off the field only to find that you have left your inhaler at home or have simply misplaced it has happened to millions of people around the world. Unfortunately, I'm not the only one who has this problem. It is an estimated 40 to 50% of athletes suffer from asthma. 250,000 people die annually from asthma complications, and with athletes pushing their bodies to the limit day after day, this can increase the chances of asthma resulting in death. Running on and off the field while having an asthma attack, only to find that your inhaler isn't there, can turn fatal. That is why I created my product, Breathe Easy. Breathe Easy is a one-of-a-kind product I created to address the problem that millions of individuals with asthma face and eliminate the stress involved with carrying around an inhaler during sporting events. Albuterol sulfate, which is the medicine found in breathing inhalers, is stored inside a tiny, sealable, and durable pack that is created from ethylene vinyl acetate, a packaging polymer. A tube is ran through that pack and connected to a mouthpiece that an athlete will simply breathe into to get what they need. There will be adhesive strips located on the top and bottom of my product, so it can be stuck to the inside of padding, helmets, or on a piece of clothing. My product will be sold to high schools, college universities, and even professional athletes. As I expand, I plan to use this in any competitive sport or even everyday life. I look forward to giving athletes a safe and reliable way to keep their asthma problems handled and ultimately making them breathe easy. Thank you.
6 months ago, my friend Lauren's social life was buzzing. But then she had something horrible happen. She graduated. Today, Lauren's life looks a little bit like this. She goes to work, probably gets in a workout, and then spends most of the evening alone in her apartment. Hearing about Lauren's experience inspired me to see if other young people share her struggle, and I have found that they overwhelmingly do. Thus, Clicks has entered the chat. Clicks is a social networking app that takes people from bored in their apartment to out doing fun things with new friends in as few taps as possible. Each click contains 5 individuals based on a combination of factors from age, location, availability, values, and hobbies. Unlike apps like Meetup, Clicks auto-generates plans for groups, taking the burden off of individuals. This leads us to monetization. Businesses will pay us a monthly subscription fee for us to send them their target customers, and our users will also receive special deals and coupons. Think Groupon if it was a social network. One thing that's very important to us is user safety, which is why every meetup will happen in a public location, contain 5 individual adults, and users will have the option to make it gender specific. We don't just want to empower our users' social community, but we want them to empower the physical community around them, which is why we're only going to send groups out to local businesses, becoming a positive driving force for local economies. Having developed and launched a social network before, I feel uniquely qualified to bring something like Clicks to market. Thank you guys so much for hearing my pitch, and I ask that you empower people like Lauren to turn her slow weekdays into fun opportunities to create lasting relationships. Thank you.
Ooh, we're on. Good. All right. 65% of Americans own either a cat or a dog. Bundle that all together, and it's a whole lot of responsibility. And we all take good care of our pets, but at the end of the day, they are good at getting themselves in trouble. And that's why I want to introduce to you my product, Solo Collar. Solo Collar brings your pet ownership into the 21st century. First of all, it offers you geomapping for your pet, allowing you to keep track of the precise location of your pet at all times. It also allows you to set up customizable barriers within the app, so that way you know your pet is not going anywhere they're not supposed to be. On top of that, Solo Collar offers daily check-ins, so you can keep track of your pet's health metrics, much like any of our fitness watches would do, as well as upcoming vaccinations and pills that might need to be refilled. On top of that, Solo Collar is rechargeable on its own. Through kinetic energy charging, Solo Collar will charge itself through your dog's motion. So you don't have to do the stereotypical, take it off, recharge it, forget about it for 3 weeks, and then never come back to it again. It recharges itself. And the best part is this $89 package comes in all sizes. Small dogs, big dogs, little cats, small cats, big cats. Hey, if you want to put it on your kids, ooh, ladies, if you want to put it on your husband with the shock collar feature, we can make that happen. But that is Solo Collar, the latest technology and the most uniform collar possible, basically allowing you to enjoy your pet, and Solo Collar handles the rest. Thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is Megan Dewing, and my business is called Ease for Ears. Ease for Ears are replacement ear cushions for aviation headsets with a channel through the cushion to effectively let the temple of your glasses through without hurting the side of your head or causing noise breakage from an aviation headset. I'm 17 and I recently got my pilot's license over the summer. The pain that my glasses were causing me became extremely apparent as I took a trip across the country with my dad in his single-engine plane. This trip was something I'll never forget, and it was super special. I definitely won't forget the pain that my glasses caused me either. We spent over 30 hours flying, and as a pilot who wears glasses every time I fly, the headset caused so much pain, giving me bruises behind my ears, headaches, and the noise canceling would cause like a sound leak that was very annoying and painful over time. I've decided, well, I know that I'm not the only one that is feeling this pain because there are roughly 500,000 general aviators in the United States alone, and they all need to wear sunglasses, if not prescription glasses, due to UV radiation. UV radiation actually increases by 5% for every 1,000 feet increase in altitude, which really adds up. I've decided to start this business because aviation is something I am very passionate about. I have felt this pain, and I want to solve it. Ease for Ears. Shoot. I will retail the replacement ear cushions for roughly $40. Traditional replacements cost $30 to $35, but Ease for Ears will retail for more because of the fact that they help pilots to fly without pain or the noise leaks from the headset. Thank you for listening. I'm excited about this business and about the opportunity to change the comfort of flying. Flying can be stressful. Take some of the pressure off with Ease for Ears.
Hi, my name is Naomi Eng, and I'd like to introduce you to my product, Color by Note. Classical music was fundamental in shaping the person I have become today. I remember growing up listening to Beethoven and Bach, or studying to Tchaikovsky and Rachmaninoff. So imagine my shock when the 10-year-old girl I was babysitting didn't recognize the iconic Nutcracker Suite. Studies have shown that kids who listen to classical music are calmer, more creative, and better listeners. But recently, I have noticed fewer people are listening to and learning about classical music. Instead, most of mine and following generations are chronically online. And as helpful as the internet is, it is perhaps the greatest contributor to the decline of classical music and the increase of impatient tendencies. Color by Note seeks to address this issue by connecting kids to classical music using curated playlists and coordinated coloring books. The playlist would include fun facts about each piece and time the music to coordinating images. This engages a child's visual, auditory, and tactile senses to provide a more complex learning experience. Take Peter and the Wolf, for example. Its precise use of leitmotifs encourage a kid to recognize the strings line as Peter walking through the woods, or that French horn as the wolf lying in wait. So work with me to train the next generation of artists. After all, the music's changing. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Caleb Einoff, and I hate bad design. The first thing that always comes to mind is MyGCC. If you've used it, you probably have felt the same pain that I have felt. I'll sit there looking for one piece of information, scrolling through like 50 different links, just trying to get that one piece of information, and it's just so hard. But luckily, I have a passion for design and programming, so I figured I could do something about this and solve this. But while I was at it, I figured I'd solve another problem. Between D2L, MyGCC, Outlook, Teams, we have a lot of programs, and that's where Flyer comes in. Flyer is an app and a website that's going to take all these programs and combine them into one neatly packaged place. So it's going to have a learning management system, much like our D2L, that does grades, tests, assignments. It's going to have an information section like MyGCC, just laid out much neater. And it's going to have everything like building hours and menus, everything you need. And then a messenger that replaces Teams and Outlook. Everyone's going to be on the same place, all your fellow students and teachers, as well as video conferencing. And since the video conferencing is going to be on the same platform as the course content, it can also be used to live stream. So that demonstrates how it all kind of works neatly together. So this seems like a pretty great solution. Schools might be a little skeptical about accepting it because the software would be a big change, but that's, however, not how this is going to work. Flyer is going to work with the software that's already in place for websites like MyGCC so that it all works smoothly together and they don't have to switch systems completely. There's also going to be a business version that just has some more professional tools and less focus on grades and courses. And schools and businesses are the ones that pay for this on a per user, monthly or yearly basis. And I think they really will want to switch to this and use it because, take it from me, as a student, what students and employees really want is just one easy, reliable place that they know they can go to get anything and everything they need. Easy, simple, all in one, that's Flyer. Thank you.
So you did it. You're finished. That wasn't easy. And I'm sure everyone in the audience recognizes it's really difficult to get up here. What's harder than that is doing it in front of a live stream. What's more difficult than that is having Luke Owen come around with the camera, right? And what's the most difficult? Doing this in front of high school students, right? So please join me in giving all of our competitors another round of applause. So while Logan tabulates the scores and our judges are finishing up, you have a role here. So everyone in the audience can vote for your fan favorite. Just use the QR code, and you should have voting instructions. If you are watching at home, I know there are quite a few of you online, you also can vote as well. So we'll take a little bit of time here and vote for your favorite. Yes, you can vote for yourself if you want to. Okay, I see some people still voting. So once you are finished, we're going to have a little fun. So are you going to actually have to choose and then you'll write up the prize? Is that what you're thinking? You don't have to carry it all. It seems like a lot. We might want to show them. All right. Seems like a lot of people are finished. All right. Now it's your turn to be, it's swag time. Ooh, and I'm asking Professor Tim Sweet, so I've renamed this Swag Tim.
All right. Have you all had a great time tonight? Right? Yeah. Didn't our contestants do a great job? Yes, absolutely. Right. So, we have some things that we're going to give away tonight, but you have to answer a question in order to do it. So, first one to raise your hand and be called upon, right? So just don't shout out the answer. You have to raise your hand, and Professor English will identify the first person in each section.
Yes.
Right? We're gonna do this by section, all right? And answers that question correctly wins, and you get a choice of two lovely party gifts. One, it's an entrepreneurship blanket. This is a popular item in our home.
Very cozy, very cozy.
And hot off the press, a brand new GCC Entrepreneurship and Innovation Center coffee mug. All right. Yes. Oh, it feels so good to hold it in your hand.
It's so good. Should we wrap you in the blanket?
It's ergonomic and it's design. I just love it. Caleb, you hate bad design? This is great design. You're going to love it. All right, so our first question, Professor English.
All right, are you doing a certain section
We're going to do this section
first.
This
And then if
section
no one
right
can
here.
answer it here, you go to the next
Then
section.
we'll go to the next section.
Got it. Are you guys ready? All right, I'm going to be looking here.
Who are the two co-founders
up here.
of Google? All right, Daniel Orford right there.
Well done.
Daniel.
Would you like a blanket or a tumbler?
Or would you like to get mugged? All right, there we go. Fantastic.
All right, now you're
All
going
right.
what, center?
We're going to do the center section. It's a little more heavily populated, but highly competitive.
Are you ready?
Here's the question.
Oh, next question.
Next question. In terms of number of locations, McDonald's is the largest fast food restaurant in the world. What is the second largest?
Up, all the way up.
Jordan.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, no. Wendy's, no. Burger King is a great and wrong guess. You know, I'm getting hungry, but it's still so wrong.
Oh, it's hard to say.
Jansen, what's that? Oh man, now I'm
Those
even
are good,
hungrier.
but no.
Subway's the answer. Come on down.
Yes! Come on down.
And as a lovely parting gift, in addition to that, I'm going to refer you to the Subway in downtown Grove City. All right.
All right.
How about this? This looks like a really smart area right here, right? We've got our high school students.
Easy.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see what happens. All right, we're going to fire a question at you.
Ready?
All right, next question is, in what city is the world's tallest
Down here.
building?
Front row hoodie.
Front row hoodie.
Yeah, there are a lot of hoodies. Middle.
What's your name? Isn't Front Row Hoodie? What is your
Front row
name?
hoodie, yes. I do not know his
Connor. It's Connor. Front Row Hoodie. That's a
Front
nice
row
last
hoodie,
name.
Connor.
Connor, what is your answer? It is in Dubai.
It's in Dubai.
Yes. Fantastic. One more question. We're going to throw this out to the entire audience.
All right. Emma, help me
you
with-
got to be quick. Professor English, it's your call as to whose hand goes up first.
Okay, Emma's going to help me.
Here's the
This is a lot.
question. In what year did Paul McNulty become president of Grove City
It was
College?
down here?
No.
2000.
Good
Okay,
guess.
up here.
You got the
Up-
first number right. Jack. No.
No, up here. Up here.
Up here. Mac? No. 2014. Come on down. Yeah.
So what do we have left?
I think we have the person whose birthday is closest to today.
Anyone's birthday today?
Mine was yesterday.
Yesterday. Look at you like yesterday. Yesterday.
Her
Can anyone
brother's is
beat
today.
yesterday?
Where is your brother? Okay.
Yesterday wins.
Yesterday, apparently, anybody today or tomorrow? All right.
Happy birthday.
Give him a choice. All right.
We have
Excellent.
2 blankets left.
All right, we have 2 blankets left. All right. So, here's your question. What year did Professor English graduate from Grove City College?
Ooh. My students, it's in my signature. Do you look at it, though? Do you read my emails?
It's a number.
It's a number.
What year did Professor English graduate from Grove City College? Okay. Jordan? 2001. 2001? No.
God bless
Is
you, my
very
son.
youthful. Christian.
Yeah.
1997. Give Christian a hand.
2018. Easy. Easy.
Here's the next question. Professor English, Mrs. Professor English, and Mr. Professor English were married in a very famous place. Who can name that place? Elijah.
Oh, good guess, but no.
No. Chapel
Was
from the
Chapel
Sound
from
of
the Sound of
Music.
Music.
Caden Testa, come on down.
Well done. That is in Austria for anyone who's interested in visiting it. Fabulous.
The hills are alive.
The hills were alive that day.
All right.
All right, are we finished? Do you want to wrap? You want to give the tote away?
I think we can give the tote away.
Let's just start giving away plants.
All right. So, we're not going to leave you holding the bag, but we are going to give you a tote. All right. So, here's the question. In what year did Paul McNulty graduate from Grove City College?
Right here.
I saw it right here.
Yep.
1980. All right.
Well
Let's give it a
done.
hand. All right, fantastic. I have plenty more arcane Grove City questions, but no more prizes. But you all have been a great audience tonight. You've had a good time, right? All right, fantastic. All right, did you vote for your fan favorite? Yes. All right, who do you think's going to win the fan favorite? Taller guy.
Caller guy, yes.
Taller guy. All right. Do we have any fraternities represented here tonight?
I think we do.
We've got some betas in the back here. All right, stand up if you're a beta. All right, let's give them a hand, all right? Any other fraternities here? Housing groups? Sororities?
Thetas. I was
now,
theta.
We have
yeah.
we have a rousing support from two thetas.
Yes.
So
That's all it
great,
takes.
great
That's all
show
it
of
takes.
support.
That's all it takes, Professor Sweet.
That's all it takes. Apparently, our results are in.
Oh,
and we're going to turn it over to Logan
Excellent. We're
Hammerschmidt
doing crowd work.
for the announcement.
All right. You want to put it on? All right.
All right. I hope you guys had fun with Professor Sweet and Professor English, but now it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for, the results. So, if I could have everybody's attention. Oh, it's not on.
It just was.
Can you hear me? Okay, there we go. So, the moment you've all been waiting for, we're going to announce the results. We're going to start with the Social Impact Prize. So, Doreen, if you'd like to come on up. This prize is presented by the Grove City Foundation. So, without further ado.
The Social Impact Prize tonight is going to somebody that not only had a solid presentation, but we could also foresee their enterprise having a direct impact in our Western Pennsylvania community. So this prize goes to Luke Manzel with Book and Bowl.
Okay, congrats, Luke. All right, and we're going to roll into the social category. So if I could have my third place social judge come on up. I believe that is Carissa. All right.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, third place goes to Adopt a Golfer by Ben Locker.
Congratulations, Ben. All right, Brian, come on up.
All right, our second place in the social enterprise goes to Art on Wheels, Mary Goliath.
Congrats, Mary. All right. And now it's time for the big one, first place.
First place in the social enterprise goes to Book and Bullet, Luke Manzel.
Congratulations, Luke. All right, now we'll transition to the commercial category.
All right, third place goes to Clicks, Joe Gray. Congrats, Joe.
Thank you. And in second place, we have Made Free, Sarah Welker.
Congrats, Sarah. All right. And after we announce first place, we'll announce the fan favorite as well, so stick around.
All right. And in first place, we have Shelton Brower with Solo Caller. Done. Well done.
Streaks alive.
All right. Up Shelton. We have one last award chosen by you all. We had approximately 400 votes come in, and we're really excited to announce the fan favorite. We'll call it a clean sweep. Luke Manziel, book and Okay, so winners, please stick around for photos afterwards. And thank you all for coming. It's been an amazing evening. It's always great to have the energy of the crowd, and we hope to see you at our next event. Thank you.